And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire. One thing I will do before we actually do take the turn is I'm going to use the strategic movement we can do here. It's not going to make a big difference, but it is going to let the brigades here be a little bit close to the front. This brigade be a little bit closer to the front. And then, yeah, we cycle the turn. Everything else from the previous turn had been saved from the autosave, so we basically just loaded the autosave from before the crash. And I know what triggered the crash, which is trying to set up a makeshift zone. I won't do that again. As tempting as it was to potentially make a makeshift zone there, I think we'd actually acquired a farm. So if I'd made a zone and got the zone to operate the farm, there would be an use case where that results in us being able to keep those expeditionary militia alive. And of course, it's a new end turn, so we did get a slightly different end turn roll on some of the stuff. Offering to buy the industrial again, so we'll accept that. This one's a new one. Different result from last time. In theory, I think by doing this strategic redeployment, we did change the seat a little bit. So some of the stuff is going to be a little bit different. Democracy. And again, I think we're gonna recruit the slightly less competent person here. Capacity gain. Because this is a light infantry brigade. Worst case scenario, he doesn't need to be super competent because infantry do what infantry do. Anyway, next turn we'll have the road. One thing I will do before I forget, let's nationalize the transport hub. We'll want the double action point as we start to ride off into the sunset on this road. We got the credits, so let's roll the improvised IP. Managed to mobilize and pay 500 population. Paid them 0.01 credit each, so... What? 5 credits? We paid them 5 credits total? Got 100 IP out of it? That's... No, 500 credits. Apparently. Okay, paid the full 500 credits. Don't know where the rest of the money went, but it did. Yeah, I'm still not sure on how to get naval logistic points. It is something I would be interested in. But yeah, so running up the road. I don't think there's anything else to do this turn. I could technically sell off stuff if we had surplus of things. But yeah, let's cycle the turn, and we'll see how the situation is improved or worsened. But yeah, I don't know if there's anyone actually in that zone. I think that was what I was bringing up last episode. Was apparently the zone isn't retaking the tiles next to it, so I'm running one of the guys back to the city, because if there's no one in the city, then they just walk in and take it. Let's walk in and take it. That would make the rest of the zone surrender, and then it would just come down to the difficulty of trying to get a road out there, a road and rail line out there. We have 4 decisions. BP hit 277. That might be hard to do. Because I don't think I have the power for that. Actually, no. We'll agree to that. I can always build up the bureaucratic acid and set it like 75%.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Roger that.
Himdall. Got the money I might as well buy. Well, try to buy.
Affirmative.
I don't know where this is, so I'm gonna bid like 600. See if we get it.
Roger that.
Yeah, so we'll see if we can get that hex next turn. If we can, then those guys may yet not starve to death. If they can't, they're at the point where they're starving. So if they don't take it next turn, they're probably not gonna get. This is probably not gonna expand quickly enough to get them to supply. Yeah, and how's the tech coming along? We're 22 into sealed roads. So, yeah, I'm not even thinking the road's going to be good enough when we get there for it to get supplies up there, to be fair.
Affirmative.
We have 4 decisions. 1 round 29. Okay, going through the vids twice because I was worried that was like a declaration of war that I wasn't expecting, but no, that wasn't what it was. Okay, so
Yes,
is there some of the hex? Of course there's some of the hex.
Run!
Just apparently the hunters are not that sophisticated to take the hexes next to them back. Okay. Thought I already agreed to that motion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roger that, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, I think... What is it? Not Xeno, not those aren't the aliens. At least I don't think they're aliens. Offering peace is an oratory roll. It's not a diplomacy roll. So once we get peace with them, we can try to use the shadow diplomats. Shadow diplomats do not help till then. Okay, from construction standpoint, let's also begin standing up bureaucratic offices 2.
Order received.
We'll just have to set it to like 75% for everything to work out. Yeah, not that bad for an early civilization score. Militancy is holding up reasonably well, given the size of our army. Not enough to, of course, support our current militia's size, so we're currently relying on voluntarism here down to generate more militia brigades. Okay. So let's do another turn cycle. Okay, 1-to-1 losses. Got 2 decisions awaiting us. Okay, the tank has managed to push through. So the following turn, assuming we can actually get enough logistics on the... or enough logistics up this road, these guys may actually start receiving supplies. May. May is the operative turn there.
Copy that.
Give me more fist. Both heart and commerce are counter to what we really want to be doing, but we'll go commerce because we're let commerce get out of control. Maybe in a couple more turns, we'll go ahead and stand up one more brigade, just to secure more of the road going up there. To be fair, at the moment, at least, we're preventing the commune from taking control of the hunters here, and just presumably have some amount of population.
Affirmative.
And we can get another aggression pact off.
Roger that.
Okay, let's cycle the turn. Oh, and now they go on the offensive. Well, there goes those rifle militia. Okay, well, in theory, we got the road all the way there. Whether we really want to do anything with that road is an entirely different problem.
Order received. Yes, sir.
How hard would it be to propose peace with them? Very hard, with our current guy. Having a much easier time doing diplomacy with the majors.
Roger that. Roger that.
Some more bureaucratic points. Think this should have been the turn where the bureaucratic office finished. Yeah, okay. So power-wise, let's set you to 75% production. That should still be enough to finish our demands. Yeah. But shouldn't be enough to completely screw up the entire power grid. Promise that this place would be conquered with the deadline of next round. Yeah, I don't think that's happening, guys. We're gonna succeed on the other demands. For that one's failing. So we're going to be mostly truthful. Don't have the power for that. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Yeah, kind of have the proverbial highway to the danger zone there. Infantry is doing good. 5 decisions await us. Yeah, we failed the requirement to get there, but you know we got the other demands complete. Oh, and we did manage to find an iron mine and the petrol well. So, in the long run, this will be good because we'll want that oil, we'll want that metal. Maybe not super great that we had to go all the way out there for that, but yeah, that's all I need. All I think I need to say about that. Zone decisions offering to buy IP. Sure, for the moment we got surplus. I'm not going to take a side in that. We don't need the commerce. Don't really want the commerce. We're just taking it because we can accept the embassy. National budget. Yeah, the Interior Council is kind of not getting stuff. Sorry, Interior Council. And then, yeah, we'll pay the foreign credits to make the militia a little bit better. They are still a significant component of our army. And eventually we'll probably want them for moving against nomads or something. Yeah, power situation appears stable. So you're making 40 power. These are consuming 70. So we got 5 surplus, which is a degree which I think is just going to have to be the acceptance. Okay, so let's cycle this turn. Okay, so that is the turn. That's the end turn. Okay, back. Had to put a slight stitch cut in there, but we should be good to work. So, bottom of the round, 33, we have 6 decisions awaiting us. Transfer contract. Could have used that a while ago. Not sure if I will use it at this point. CEO is asking for tax reduction. No.
Order received.
Step motion. You want me to conquer them. You've given me a deadline of 11 turns to do it. Well, I might be able to do it in 11 turns.
Aye, aye, sir.
Policy speech. Mine. Industry. Be at war with people we don't really want to be at. What I can do is I can just accept that we're going to fail. And take that one for this points. Or, depending upon what we could do, I could potentially declare war, and then very rapidly, a couple moments later, get back to peace. Enforcement heart, or enforcement heart down, or actually bolt them down. We'll do bolt down.
Roger that.
I want to do this one. We want to raise militia as much as I don't want to lower government. Metal's surprisingly expensive, so we get quite a bit. We're selling very little metal.
Order received.
And yeah, I think it's time to raise another brigade. And apparently we can get it most of the way up the road, some of it most of the way up the roads, which is pretty good. So probably that brigade and the tank will try to make the run on the capital, while the rest of it tries to guard the road. Because what we don't want is we don't want the squid coming from behind screwing up the entire truck operation. Oh, that reminds me. Leaders, Medal of Merit on our fair kind of ineffective advisor, but they make a difference. And then proposed peace. Obviously, none of the territories are going to be places where they can be successful. Except maybe that territory. I'm not sure if we're getting a misreading here, or if our guy is just that bad. Well, let's just take a roll. Critical failure, pissed them off. That was semi-predictable. Okay, well, might as well try to piss off the one we're currently at war with. Part of the reason I'm rolling these proposed pieces is so that we can build up the oratory skill on that faction, or on that leader. Sometimes you have to fail to succeed. So yeah, he currently has 0 oratory skill, which is why none of his charisma is affecting his rolls. Hopefully that will have raised some oratory skill for him. Cycle the turn. So I think every point of skill is 1 to the roll, and then I think you need a certain number of points in the skill to apply the stat to it. So he's got like 45 in the stat. So if he's got like 20 skill, then he'd have like a 65 on the roll. Aphrodite Deep attacked MLS Surf with some ships disappearing. Okay. So Namela Surf now is controlled by Aphrodite Deep. So I suppose if we really need logistics, we could use that transport contract to set up some sort of port motion. Where did the other one get to? Or did one not get off the... No, they all got on the line. So, where did the closer get to? Oh, it's on... Yep, it's over there. Okay. Going to buy industrial power, sure.
Order received.
This is another commander. Again, for the infantry, so it's not super important to be a particularly skilled one.
Copy that.
Victory-wise, we've dropped... To be fair, at the beginning of the game, beginning of the stream, we were in first because we had the most population. We haven't really fallen that far behind in population. We're third in population. But our hunk of the planet hasn't been really expanding all that quickly. We now, in theory, have access to water, oil, and metals, so the important trio. And we know where our metal deposit is, it's just across the border in the Nomads. And yeah, so we'll see these guys over time move north to back up the tank. Sadly, it does look like the Braziers commune here have also declared war on these guys and are probably moving towards the city. So I'm not sure how much more we'll be able to take off of these guys without declaring war on the commune. We'll see. To be fair, if we get into a situation where they take the city over, then that's fine. But one thing I will do, thinking about it now, is let's call up you. And do some zone orders. I'd like you to give me like 1,000 colonists turn, if at all possible. Because I'm thinking we're going to want to put up a few cities along the front here. Probably want to put up one near the mine, one near the oil. Just start putting lots and lots of cities along here. If for no other reason, to spread out the army so we can get some more militia. Because when we do move against all these territories, there's going to be very little population we're getting and a lot of fighting. So, a lot of militia would help. How much has proposed peace improved? Well, that's like a 20, almost 30 point swing, so that's not bad. Probably rolling on someone we're not expecting to succeed with is the best place to play it.
Roger that.
Well, not wanting to succeed versus not expecting it, so it's two different things. Oh, I see. Some of the hunters can also, instead of being called clan, can be called territory. That makes sense. I'm like, why is there a territory that is surprisingly easy to diplomatize? Oh, apparently we found some archaeological items. Yeah. Common artifacts in those ruins. Okay. So nothing really to get super excited about. You want to organize a party. How badly do I want Fist, or do I rather have a government? Well, I kind of want both. Is the problem, right? In fact, the only thing I really don't want is Heart. We'll portrait him for it, so that we can get the Fist.
Roger that.
And everyone should be rewarded. Plus 12 government, please. We'll accept cultural exchange. You're at war with the Major. You're obviously at war with the Major. Plus 50 is not going to be big enough to make that successful. Plus 50 might be enough there. Okay, so let's try show diplomats.
Roger that. Roger that. Roger that.
Failure, but not one that lowers the opinion. Good to know. Yeah, our foreign affairs guy is starting to get his oratory skill up, so he's starting to apply his decent charisma towards oratory as well. So I think one problem I'm going to run into with mining is these do cost power. Oh, that's why we're having power problems, because the furnace needs an upgrade.
Order received.
So the range on the furnace is based on its level. So level 1 has got a range out to 1. So we've gone ahead and cleared out everything in 1. Level 2 has got a range out to 2. Level 3 has got a range out to 3. And if it's cleared everything in within 3, it'll actually disassemble itself. Ooh, nice. We want our sealed roads. New org. Let's deal with our decisions first. Unit decision. Yeah, we'll take meritocracy. Diplomatic decision. No, I would like to have government.
Roger
So I'm gonna
that.
say no, even though it's gonna hurt with the diplomacy.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Okay, soil energy is the obvious choice here.
Affirmative.
And okay, yeah, I do have the political power here. We'll take the last council I'm gonna take for a long time, which is the Model Design Council, so we can upgrade our professional infantry. And then, how expensive is going to be sealing this whole road? My immediate guess is yes. Okay, we sealed that far. And you can tell it is making a difference because we're in yellow-blue up here, so that will make a difference on trying to get the supplies all the way out here. Try to pass free trade.
Roger that.
Success. Propose peace. Almost there. Yeah, we'll roll. Oh, I have no political power. But we're not going to roll anything. Can't roll if you don't got the dice to roll. Okay, oh, I'm going to roll one more turn, because I realized I should have put the end of the part there. But we'll go ahead and roll into the next turn. We'll do the next turn. And then I will, because this is going to be the end of stream part. Obviously, I'll do the usual save at the end of the part, which needs to be during a turn and not, you know, while the turn's rolling. Okay, so unless something heavily changes, to take that city, I will have to declare war on the major. I don't think we're in a good position to carry out good offensive operations on the major. I might be in a good enough diplomatic situation where I could potentially declare on the major, do my crazy shenanigans, and then declare peace, but I don't think that's a great idea.
Take cover! Get out! go. Operation successful.
Am I not making any more oil? No, we should be making oil. Oh, we're making net zero. That's what's happening. Which is good to know, not good to be happening.
Order received.
New director for the Model Council. Kept 2 persons, not that bad. It's not ideal, but it's not that bad.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
We got a pretty infantry-heavy set, so I think... Actually, before I do this, what is... field testing. Field testing 70%. Yeah, definitely time to upgrade the infantry. So we're going to build upon the guards. We're going to swap some slug throwers to carbines, and from no armor to enviro suits.
Affirmative.
So significant armor improvement all around. From with these, yes, you have my full support to minimize whatever damage they're doing. So it would have been a critical failure had I not done it. Committed to it. Going to the blue power for that. Yeah, I think we only know about the 2 majors. If I wanted to know about more majors, I could probably do more maritime trading, either recon or information. I forget which one. I think it's recon is the... Recon, I think, is Texas next to the ocean. Information is the ocean. Okay, for practice purposes, we're gonna oratory skill target this guy. We know it's gonna fail, but we don't really care about him being pissed at us because we're already at war with him. He can't really be more pissed. And I suppose I should continue to seal the road, at least as far as I can, which appears to be there. Once we have the road fully sealed, I may take the opportunity to set up the first of the 2 zones I'm thinking along here. That will be in future parts. So I hope you've been enjoying this, regardless of whether you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch. This is where I'm going to go ahead and put the part break. I recorded 4 parts today. I think I'm going because upload stuff. Not going to assume that it's going to be uploaded in time to be the 8 a.m. for tomorrow. So I believe this part will be the part that goes up the day after I do the next recording. So if you're watching this on YouTube, and you can't wait for the next part, you might be able to sneak onto Twitch and watch the after VOD for the next part. If you're watching this on Twitch, I am trying to stick to a 4-day schedule, alternating between games, 1 day each, over 4 days. So this should be the game that comes up in 4 days. So with that, I wish you all good luck and a good time, and I hope you've been enjoying watching Shadow Empire with the new, well, saying the new to me, Oceania DLC. So, which is part of the reason I don't really necessarily understand how the maritime trading works. And maybe if I knew how the maritime trading works, I probably would have gone a bit more of a commerce. Presumed I was going to go more commerce aligned than I am, but That's in oops. That's a I don't know how the commerce works or how the maritime trading houses worked. Oops. So until the next part, wish you all. I've already said this. Wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.